For years, they've been ravaging the New World of its most precious resources. But now, it's our turn.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney villain voice performances.
How marvelous! How perfectly! Oh, the devil take it, they're mongrels. No spots at all. What a horrid little white rat.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best displays of acting that brought to life the studio's animated antagonists. Which actor do you think played bad guy the best? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Jonathan Freeman as Jafar, Aladdin. This Disney Renaissance film is often praised for its stellar voice cast, and Freeman as the Wicked Grand Vizier is no exception.
This is my royal vizier, Jafar. He's delighted too.
Ecstatic. I'm afraid, Prince Abubu. Whatever.
To bring this villain to life, directors John Musker and Ron Clements needed someone who could both pose a threat to the main hero and be fun to watch. Freeman most certainly delivered, as his manic performance was impressively intimidating, while also being extremely enjoyable.
Prince Ali is nothing more than that ragged urchin Aladdin. He has the lamb Iago.
By that miserable...
But you are going to relieve him of it.
He notably had great chemistry with Gilbert Gottfried's Iago, and did amazing in musical numbers too. Anyone else adore the reprise of Prince Ali?
Shalom! Goodbye, see ya!
Ex-Prince Ali.
Number 9. Alan Tudyk as King Candy / Turbo, Wreck-It Ralph. From the crafty Duke Weaselton to the accident-prone Hey-Hey, Disney Animation's Good Luck Charm has an extensive filmography.
Oh, my royal subjects! Have some candy. Thank you for that stirring introduction.
And it all started with his debut as the menacing and zany King Candy. When we're first introduced to the character, Tudyk channels Ed Wynn, the comedian who played the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland.
Please, no, I'm King Candy.
I see you're a fan of pink.
Salmon, that's obviously Sam. What are you doing here?
The inspiration behind the deceptively silly king is very clear in his performance, and makes him even more fun to watch. What elevates him from good to great, however, is his seamless transition from over-the-top to legitimately terrifying. We're of course referring to the big twist of the movie, where King Candy reveals himself to be the sadistic racer Turbo.
No way!
What the? Who are you?
I'm Turbo, the greatest racer ever!
Number 8. Richard White as Gaston, Beauty and the Beast. It can be hard to pull off a villain this arrogant without making him outright hateable.
Gaston, you are positively primeval.
Why, thank you, Belle. What do you say you and me take a walk over to the tavern and take a look at my trophies?
Maybe some other time.
But thanks to Richard White's extravagant performance, the brash narcissist is an absolute blast to watch. While Gaston's exaggerated design is a huge aspect of the character, it's really White's aggressively operatic voice that we all remember.
And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge!
Can you imagine his theme song being sung any other way? White's thespian delivery was in fact so crucial that the animators altered Gaston's appearance to better fit his vocals.
Follow me! Through the mist, through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows, it's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride.
Beauty and the Beast's villain may be animated, but its actor embodies the character in every way, and it really shows in the final product. Number 7. Keith David as Dr. Facilier, The Princess and the Frog. This charlatan preys upon the citizens of New Orleans with help from his demonic friends. As terrifying as he is, we can't help but be charmed by him, due in no small part to Keith David's silver tongue.
Make your wildest dreams come true. I got voodoo, I got hoodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. And I got friends on the other side.
The actor can be heard throughout many animated projects and video games. You may recognize him as the president in Rick and Morty, or the Arbiter in the Halo franchise, for instance.
I hear you. Now what's in it for y'all? Well, as soon as I dispose of Big Daddy LaBeouf. And I'm running this town!
Still, David rarely gets to flex his singing talent, which makes his showstopper friends on the other side all the more mesmerizing. With a voice as smooth as silk and a musical number that's hypnotically ominous, Keith David is easily one of the best parts of The Princess and the Frog.
Don't blame me. You can blame my friends on the other side. Now what you wanted?
Number 6. Eleanor Audley as Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty. Sarcastic, refined, wrathful, and sadistic, Audley pulled out all the stops to bring Disney's Silver Age sorceress to life. Her first appearance in the film alone lets you know that she's a scene stealer.
Not what? Oh dear, what an awkward situation. I had hoped it was merely due to some oversight. Well, in that event, I'd best be on my way.
Although she's known for playing Lady Tremaine in Cinderella and Madame Leota from Disney Parks' Haunted Mansion, this is definitely her best role from the studio. Apparently, her voice and personality were so inspiring that the filmmakers used her facial expressions and elegant movement as animation reference.
If you ever saw an actual still photo of Eleanor Audley, you can just think of Maleficent, because he drew very much from her personality to bring that to life in the film.
Just goes to show that a little bit of passion from an actor can do wonders for a character.
For me, is the most interesting of the characters to watch in Sleeping Beauty, mainly because her voice is so powerful.
Listen well, all of you.
Number 5. Donna Murphy as Mother Gothel, Tangled. For the role of Mother Gothel, Disney needed someone who was subtly complex and had a flair for theatrics.
Skip the drama, stay with Mama. Mother knows best.
Given that criteria, Donna Murphy was a perfect choice. The Tony Award-winning actress took the vanity and toxicity of stage moms and channeled it all into this standout character.
Look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
In her best moments, Murphy added a surprising warmth to Gothel. This proved to be the villain's most notable aspect, given that her ability to act as a loving yet passive-aggressive parent was ultimately the catalyst to Rapunzel's journey. And of course, we can't forget her dramatically manipulative villain song, which Murphy executed flawlessly.
Don't forget it. You regret it. Mother knows best.
Number 4. Pat Carroll as Ursula, the Little Mermaid. As lovable as Jodie Benson is as Ariel, Pat Carroll is consistently recognizable as Ursula.
While he and his flimsy fish folks celebrate, well, I'll give 'em something to celebrate soon enough.
At the time of casting, Disney spent over a year going through popular actresses of the era before finally settling on the Emmy Award-winning comedian. Carroll claimed that her acting was inspired by her own understanding of the character, who she hilariously saw as, quote, an ex-Shakespearean actress who now sold cars.
So true. They come flocking to my cauldron crying, spells, Ursula, please, and I help them. Yes, I do.
If that's what motivated her raspy voice and signature wit, then we can't say we disagree with her interpretation. To this day, she can still be heard as the Sea Witch across countless animated projects and video games. But to many, she'll always be remembered for elevating Disney villains to new heights.
This poor, unfortunate
Number 3. James Woods as Hades, Hercules. You know a role is truly something special when a name like James Woods reprises the role over and over again.
You know, I haven't been this choked up since I got a hunk of moussaka caught in my throat. Huh? So is this an audience or a mosaic?
The veteran actor can't seem to get enough of Hades, and his love for the villain all started with his debut in the 1997 classic.
Can't believe you're getting so worked up about some guy.
This one is different. He's honest and he's sweet.
Please.
He would never do anything to hurt me.
He's a guy.
Many Disney villains are already well known for their sarcasm or bitterness, but James Woods stands out for his phenomenal delivery.
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
Dude!
it's simply unmatched. The fast-talking salesman motif makes him particularly unique, as it gives him a comical energy that brings a whole other level of fun to Hercules. Even when he threatens our heroes in the film's most tense moments, his sneering and wisecracks always shine through. And that makes him irreplaceable in our eyes.
You give up your strength for about 24 hours. Okay, say the next 24 hours. And Meg here is free as a bird and safe from harm. We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
Number 2. Eartha Kitt as Yzma, the Emperor's New Groove franchise. Although she's treated as more of a joke than a fearsome villain, Yzma surprisingly overshadows the film's protagonist, which is an impressive enough feat because we're talking about Cusco here. And that's all due to Kitt's remarkable performance.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Why do we even have that lever?
Her overly dramatic tone clashes with the film's self-awareness to great comedic effect.
And then I'll put that flea in a box, and then I'll put that box inside of another box, and then I'll nail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer!
Yzma just can't seem to get a win no matter how hard she tries. And the amusing tragedy of her character could really only be sold by Kitt's exaggeration and passion.
Your body's part of a permanent outplacement.
Hey, that's kind of like what he said to you when you got fired.
I know. It's called a cruel irony, like my dependence on you.
She'd even go on to play Yzma in the sequel series and Kronk spin-off, where she got a great villain song.
And I feel like a million Rosie wow. This cat is back and how. I'm taking my big-time bow when I feel like a million.
Here's an actress who no doubt gave 120% in the recording booth. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Lucille Laverne as the evil queen / Queen Grimhilda / the witch, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The actress who can do both regal and maniacal.
A breath will still, a blood congeal, then I'll be perished in the land.
Verna Felton as the Queen of Hearts, Alice in Wonderland. Off with Their Heads is iconic because of her.
Not me, your grace! The ace! The ace! You?
No! Two!
The deuce, you say? Not me! The train! That's enough! Off with their heads!
Vincent Price as Ratigan, the Great Mouse Detective. The sophisticated and menacing rodent version of Moriarty.
We will have our little device ready by tomorrow evening, won't we? You know what will happen if you fail.
Hans Conried as Captain Hook, Peter Pan. A loudmouth pirate who's actually an utter coward.
Aye, but throwing it to that crocodile. That cursed beast liked the taste of me so well, he's followed me ever since.
Tony Jay as Judge Claude Frollo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. The creepy authority figure with an unforgettable baritone.
It's not my fault. If in God's plan, he made the devil so much stronger than a man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jeremy Irons as Scar, the Lion King. Already considered to be the studio's greatest antagonist, Scar also serves as the perfect basis for what Disney's villain actors should strive to be.
Well, I was first in line, until the little hairball was born.
That hairball is my son, and your future king.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
Spine-chilling, assertive, conniving, and just downright brilliant, Jeremy Irons' dedication to this performance can be felt through the screen. This comes as no surprise as he's classically trained and received several awards for his masterful acting.
Lions are not all that bad.
Oh, Scar, it's just you.
Oh, we were afraid it was somebody important.
Yeah, you don't like Mufasa.
Yeah.
I see.
His deliberately paced dialogue seems effortless, and the inflection and sarcasm in his voice can be flat-out hilarious at times. Irons' overall display of intellect and showmanship is also a great contrast to James Earl Jones' booming voice as Mufasa.
Long live the king.
If the 2019 reboot of The Lion King proved one thing, it's that if it ain't broke, do not fix it.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.